Welcome to Daniel's Inferno. My name is Daniel. Thank you for joining me today. If you have a moment, please subscribe, like, share, and join the conversation below by leaving a comment. So today's video is a little different than what I would usually do. It's more cultural than it is political, but I found it interesting, to say the least. So, leave Lizzo alone. Why her thong dress should command respect. And just for those who don't know, Lizzo is like an American singer, fairly popular from what I could research and tell. I hadn't heard of her, but I'm not really into the music scene. I'm more into classical music, Frank Sinatra, or classic rock. However, so, Lizzo dared to push the fashion envelope at a Lakers game, and the ensuing outrage is heavily infused with fat shaming. So, this is Lizzo here in the middle. So, this writer, immediately off the bat, compares what happened to Christina Aguilera stepping out onto a motorbike wearing buttless chaps in her 2002 Dirty video, a music video, which people were shocked and argued the singer went too far. And I actually remember when that happened. So her response to it all was, I knew it was a bold move and I knew a lot of people would not be ready for it. So with this in mind, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the disdain for Lizzo, who last night wore buttless dress and a thong to a Lakers game, is nothing more than a standard fare reserved for scantily clad women. Let's just stop right there, okay? You cannot compare somebody going out in public to a sports game, a Lakers game, basketball game, whatever, any sort of thing that is supposed to be entertainment. Kids go to these things, all right? And you cannot compare wearing what she wore to a music video. You can control if you watch a music video or not, okay? You cannot stop. You can look away from that, but that's right there. Imagine if there's a child right behind them when she stands up. Can you imagine? I'd be mortified as a kid, all right? I don't care if you're skinny, fat, whatever. I don't want to see that when I'm out for entertainment. I just don't. That's not on the menu, all right? That's not what's going on. That's not why I go to sports games. It's not why I watch sports. The only scantily clad women in sports that people can agree upon is the cheerleaders. And that's not a conversation for right now. But even then, there are some arguments that sometimes it goes too far. But cheerleaders are only out for a certain amount of time. And again, they're way off, they're off on the field, they're off on the court. They're not right in front of you. So, let's keep reading this. It is not. After videos of the Juice musician's outfit went viral last night, people paid their respects on Twitter. It seems multiple children had their innocence stolen at the game. That's her, alright? Dancing. Lizzo dancing happily on the Jumbotron at Carl Towns apparently did not realize she was at a family game. While the language of the outfit focuses on moral decency, the Rikishi jokes, the photos circulating comparing Lizzo to Jabba the Hutt. That's hilarious. The countless memes of grimacing children and the just why commentary all seems to be another question. Does she not realize how big she is? Lizzo does realize. She just doesn't see being fat as an insult. When I'm looking at my body and I'm shaming every little thing about it, I have to find love in those things. And I think that is why I'm able to call myself fat, she said in an interview with CBS this year. Stop again for a moment. The memes are memes, all right? They happen. Every person who's in public life gets memed about, all right? I've been memed about. I'm not even in public life. I'm some rinky-dink YouTuber. It's just a joke. Get over yourself. It's a joke, all right? Some memes can push the envelope, but that's not what's happening in this situation. These are jokes. And they're jokes saying, the message behind the jokes is the fact that she wore this outfit to a family outing, to a venue that was not prepared for that. And they put her on the Jumbotron. Everyone can see. It's not just the people in front of her, for God's sakes. Some argue that this has nothing to do with Lizzo's size. An ill-advised outfit is ill-advised on anyone, fat or not. Boom! Amen! That's exactly how I feel. Those people would be well advised to consider that when Nicki Minaj wore a bondage outfit to a Lakers game in 2018, people barely bat an eyelid. That's not true. I wasn't doing YouTube at the time, but I thought it was way too far. I thought it was disgusting. I thought, no. Nor was the same disdain afforded to Rihanna after she attended a Raptors game in a see-through shirt and no bra. That's also a no-no. If Riri pushes fashion to its limits, what? After all, it's a statement to be celebrated. But when Lizzo dares to push the envelope, the discourse takes a whole different slant infused with fat shaming. And when the cheerleaders do it, oh, that's just sport. Well, actually, I mentioned cheerleaders. Again, it's something that's been, I think it's a done topic at this point. Cheerleaders in sports. I think it's just, they're there. Now, there's some argument about, well, they're male cheerleaders, blah, 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 blah. But cheerleaders are part of the game. They're there to cheer. They're there to enthuse people. They're there to rile them up and get it more effervescent. All right? That's not what people want from random celebrities in the audience. They didn't come there for that. They don't want it. As it said above, an ill-advised outfit is an ill-advised outfit. I think that is just the end of the story right there. She shouldn't be twerking in assless chaps in a thong while on a Jumbotron. All right? I think we can all agree that that pushes the envelope too far. That goes beyond the pale. There is no decency in those actions. So I also have Twitter here that we're going to take a little look at. Just so I can show you the, they were talking about the responses on Twitter. So the comments below let you know exactly what Lizzo uproar is rooted in. This is more about how uncomfortable she makes folks because we are conditioned to see fatness as unacceptable. What's the difference? One's Nicki Minaj, one's Lizzo. That's her Instagram. There's a difference between people's Instagram. All right? Instagram and a Lakers game, are two different things. Everything interesting. Everyone's posting Beyonce's behind, literally, while also saying they're tired of seeing Lizzo's behind and that the constant flaunting of her body is tacky. And by interesting, I mean fatphobic. Well, I think we should just if these people want to do things at their concerts, on their Instagram, on their social medias, we can't, that's for those companies. That's for the people that make those deals. If it's a concert, that's for them to decide the terms and conditions. When you are out in public, there's kind of a general standard of morality that we expect out of people, especially when you're out in public. And what happened breaks that standard of morality. I think that is what people have an issue with here. Now, obviously there are people who are fat shaming her. I'm not arguing that, obviously. And I don't think we should fat shame people. I was fat at one point. Just whatever, who cares? I mean, beyond the obvious health implications, as long as you are not at an unhealthy body weight, you can still be bigger. It's not a big deal. A lot of attractive women have a little meat on their bones. There's nothing wrong with that. Did you see the Washington Post exposed that the U.S. government has been lying about Afghanistan war for 18 years through 3 presidential administrations? The World. Did you see Lizzo had her behind out at a basketball game or all the Golden Globe subs? to Lizzo, we really feel threatened when women take up space and do with their bodies what they want, especially when those women are full-figured and unambiguously black. Okay, so we're bringing the race card in now. Good. Who knew a single thong could threaten to dismantle so many power structures? No, it's not a single thong. It's the fact that you're out in public being indecent. This has to do with decency. Where did decency go for a lot of people? Where did the idea of decency and morality and values, when did those leave? When did we allow ourselves to be corrupted to a point where we aren't actually, like, we don't have a moral compass anymore, a lot of people. We don't have that voice in the back of our head saying, this is right, this is wrong. Goes beyond the pale. Don't do this in public. This is not okay. You know, I don't want to know what people do in their bedrooms. You can do in your bedroom what you want. That's not my business. Just the same way that what she has under her dress, none of my business. If I go to a sports game, I'm there to see the sports. I am not there to see a random individual shaking with assless chaps. I'm just not. That's not the prerogative of going to a sports game. It's not the prerogative of a Lakers game to see Lizzo twerking in a thong. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm being fatphobic, then let me know. I really don't think I have been. I really think this has to do with the morality and the decency of her actions when she's out in public, not to do with her race, color, creed, gender. None of that. That's so beyond what matters. I care about your actions and how you think. Not even how you think. How what you think translates into your actions. And how far are you willing to compromise? That's what matters. And doing what she did is not a compromise. It's her saying, I don't care about everyone else around me. I'm more important than them. I don't think that's right. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Daniel's Inferno.